extreme poverty is really a sentence on humanity.
Poverty fundamentally is denial of your rights in a very, very basic sense.
What I remember most is how far the distance it was for me to travel to go to school. And many of my classmates, they are not living because they have died of simple things like malaria, lack of access to HIV treatments, and because of unclean water.
When I was 16 years old, I became a refugee and had to run with my family. That's when you have your dreams. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a pilot. When you are living in a situation of handouts, that doesn't come true.
Women are the shock absorbers for extreme poverty all around the world.
If you're poor, you don't feel you're full citizen of a country.
You are more likely to be poor if there is some exclusion for you within the society.
In a poor family, if health problems strike them, they have no way out. A child gets ill, she goes to a hospital, but when she is released, she goes back to the same conditions that caused the disease in the first place.
Most of the world's very poorest people live in rural areas, and most of those people rely on land to survive, but most of them don't have any legal control or security over that land.
In rural areas, land is the most important asset. It's the source of income, nutrition, credit, wealth, power, status. Weak land rights are at the root of conflict, at the root of environmental problems.
The pressure on megacities is so intense. Climate change is just driving people from coastal erosion, riverbank erosion. They're coming into the city looking for work, looking for some way to feed themselves. There's gangs, political violence, combined with prices that look like Manhattan.
Another aspect that really contributes to extreme poverty is conflict, through displacement, through people having to move.
There is no future in a camp. You're given free access to a lot of the immediate services, but you never graduate. We need to think beyond the immediate needs of these refugees and how we can make them into contributors of society.
The cost of not doing something about poverty is so much heavier on the world than the cost of doing something about it.
All governments, all countries have a responsibility, and ultimately everyone has a responsibility in terms of civil society and the private sector to achieve those goals.
Traditionally, in the humanitarian development world, we sit down behind a desk, we write a proposal, and we impose a solution. And the community that we serve or we intend to serve is never really part of the process.
When the poor come to the table, the excluded come to the table, they influence how that table should be laid.
If you involve the communities in decision making, identify traditional knowledge and skills that very poor people have, you will have a sustainable solution right there in front of your eyes.
A holistic approach to solving poverty is critical because people live their lives in a holistic way.
Everything is related. Water, health, lighting, work.
Education, citizenship, housing.
When poor people get secure rights to land, their income goes up, their harvests go up, their nutrition goes up, their wealth goes up, their status increases. They'll say, I was a nobody, and now I own land. I'm a somebody.
When women are given the chance to become true agents of change in their own lives and their families and communities, when they can participate in the economy to build up some savings, they're able to access health care, they're able to begin to exercise their political rights and their voice.
We want the families to learn about their government benefits they are entitled to and have access to them. When neighbors see the changes in this family's life, they think, if this mother with a very sick child was able to do that, why not me?
When you are privileged, it comes with the responsibilities. We have the knowledge, we have technology, we have resources. A lot of money exists in the world. It's just in the hands of a few people. And if we are able to spread it out to places where it is needed, the kind of balance that we will get will benefit everybody.
We need philanthropy because philanthropy is able to take big bets. Debt or equity can play really important roles helping to scale up social enterprises.
We have to experiment. We also have to have private sector involved. We have to have civic action, and individuals can do tremendous amounts.
When I was growing up, the business world was one part and the social world was another part. But today these distances have been brought closer together because we all seek for the same things. We seek for a peaceful world.
And already, poverty rates are falling all around the world. We've made tremendous progress in the last 30 years. We have to move from survival mode to flourishing.
What was helpful for me was I was able to transition. Today, I at least have some of my dreams realized. I'm able to live, but I'm able to thrive.
We don't have two worlds. It's not us and them. It is all of us together with one world and one shared future. That's how we end poverty. That's how we end it in our generation, in our lifetimes.